2024 is going to be the greatest year of your life if you follow the things I'm going to advise you to do in this video. And none of them are hard. They're actually quite easy, but never be deceived by the powerfulness of something that's actually very simple. So what we have to learn to do through 2024 is focus on what we want. We're so busy focusing on what we don't want. I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to fail. I don't want to be late. I don't want to gain weight. You see, your mind is a genie. Here's the genie. And we go up to the genie and go, hey, genie, I don't want to fluff that exam. Hey, genie, I don't want to mess up that presentation. Hey, genie, I don't want to make a fool of myself tonight. And now the genie must act on what you have told it. This is the genie. Your wish is its command. I don't want to mess up that presentation means let me stay home and be sick. Let me have a headache. I don't want to make a fool of myself means let me get so embarrassed that I just stand in the corner and don't engage with anyone. So for 2024, here's a fantastic resolution that will stand you in good stead for your entire life. Ask for what you want. So you go, hey, genie, I want to be outstanding at that presentation. I want to go to that event and be social and engaging and warm. Here's something to focus on. Your mind cannot go into two lanes. I want to be amazing at that interview. I'm scared of messing it up. I want to write a phenomenal program as a coach. What if nobody likes it? Now you're going into two lanes. And here's the rule of the mind. It cannot ever hold conflicting beliefs. They cancel each other out. So focus on one lane. I am going to be amazing at the interview. I'm going to be on fire. I'm going to be lucid and clear and answer the right questions and be engaging and really take some time and say, okay, how do I want to be on this date, at this interview, at this appraisal, at this event, even going to a family event? How do I want to be? So every morning you get to wake up, and here's something I love. You get to change twice every single day of your life. The first change is changing the way you think, which will bring about the second change, the way you act. So I really invite you to go, okay, I'm going to focus only on what I want. I don't want to gain weight. I want to have a phenomenal metabolism. I don't want to get sick. I want to believe my immune system is dependable, phenomenal, reliable, enviable. Really big up what you want. Use exciting words, exciting pictures, the way you feel about everything. And I do mean everything comes down to just two things: the pictures you make in your head and the words you construct. No one else is constructing these words. I'm a loser, I'm an idiot, I'm late, I'm always late, I always mess things up. This is the very thing you do not want. So start flipping that. I'm on time, I'm super organized. You see, your mind's job is to make your thoughts real. You might think, really? Of course. If you feel embarrassed, don't you go bright red? If you feel sad, your eyes fill up with tears. If you think of hunger, does your stomach rumble? Your mind's job is to make your thoughts real. For 2024, let's focus on what is your job. Your job is to think better thoughts every day. Focus only on what you want. You see, your mind is working every day to make your thoughts real. It actually doesn't even have a choice, but you know what? You do have a choice. Your poor body must act on the thoughts you think. Here's a rule of the mind. The strongest force in everybody is that we act in a way that totally lines up with how we define ourselves. If the way you act lines up with how you define yourself, then here's something great. Change the definition. I'm phenomenal, I'm cool, I'm kind, I'm organized. Take your pick. The words that follow I am will follow you your entire life. So let's do it now. Let's do some I ams. I'm going to give you 7, and you're going to add another 7 of your own. Things that matter to you. So repeat after me. I am enough. Say it with confidence. Say it with unshakable certainty. This is something you want. We all want to be enough. I am enough. I am significant. I am lovable. I am talented. I'm smart. I'm kind. I'm gifted. And now let's add 7 more that matter to you. I am super organized. I'm extremely efficient. I'm able to get on with anyone at any level. Pick 7 and do it now. And while you're doing that, notice how you feel. Think, oh, do you know, I feel angry when you say that. In fact, I feel really angry because it's not true. Or you might say, actually, I feel sad. I'm getting tears in my eyes because I realize I've never done that. You might say, actually, I feel stupid. This is silly. This is woo-woo. Well, I have news for you. Woo works. And if it feels silly, or if you feel angry or tearful, or dismissive, that's a sign you need to do it more until it becomes familiar. So here is another rule of your mind. It's the most vexing rule for therapists like me. Your mind, everybody's mind, wants to go back to what is familiar while avoiding what is unfamiliar. That is a fact. The human mind believes that safety is absolutely linked to staying in your comfort zone, because once upon a time it really was. You didn't eat weird food, didn't interact with weird people. You stayed in your tribe, and familiar kept you safe. But here's something amazing. Today you get to choose what to make familiar. I am choosing to get up earlier, to drink water before I have my coffee, to take sugar out of my coffee, to do a bit of exercise, to move around. Here's my favorite thing to make familiar. Praise yourself more. And while you're making praising yourself familiar, let's make criticizing yourself unfamiliar. So let's go back now to what you want. You want to be a person who is comfortable receiving praise, which is the opposite of a person who not only accepts criticism, they add to it, oh, I'm no good, that was just a fluke, everything I touch falls apart. You see, success and happiness is an inside job. It is no one else's job to make you happy. It is no one else's job to make you content. It's not their job to make you successful. It is your job to go, okay, Marisa said, I get to change twice every day. I can change the way I think, which changes the way I feel and act and react. Actually, that's 4 changes. And you get the chance to do that every day. So when you wake up every day, do this. How do I want to show up today? How do I want to eat today? How do I want to conduct myself today? And really focus, laser in on what you want. Every day you get to reinvent yourself. Every day is a new day. And you have so much power to go, okay, how do I want to show up today? I want to be confident, self-assured. I want to take some deep breaths as I meet that difficult client and think, wow, I love difficult clients. After all, they teach me so much more than the easy ones. So this can be the best year of your life if you do just one thing, but do it a lot. Focus on, what do I want? And you see, as you think about what you want, your brilliant mind begins to come up with ways that you can make that your reality. So I'm just going to quickly take you through a couple of the rules of your mind. You know, one of the people I've trained as a coach said, as a coach, these rules of the mind are helping me so much. Every client I coach is going, wow, I love the rules of the mind. The strongest force in you is that you must act in a way that lines up with how you and only you define yourself. Every thought you think is not a thought. It's a blueprint that your mind, your body, your psyche work to make real. Your mind likes what is familiar and wants to keep going to that while moving away from what is unfamiliar. Your mind likes what is known and wants to avoid what is unknown. It likes what is comfortable, avoids what is uncomfortable. The way you feel about everything comes down to the pictures you make and the words you construct, which you are free to change at any time. The mind learns by repetition. Your mind is always doing what it thinks you want it to do. So today and for the rest of your life, learn to collaborate with your mind. Say, hey mind, what I want is to be in bed at 10 and for sleep to come to me, and I'm going to wake up at 6 wide awake, full of energy. Isn't that clear? The mind goes, oh, I got that. What I don't want is to lie there looking at the clock, waking up feeling exhausted. You see, in both instances, these images are very clear. The way you feel, pictures you make, words you construct, so even for sleeping. So think of your mind like an amazing Ferrari, and think of you like the Ferrari driver. You can take that Ferrari anywhere you want it to go if you've had some Ferrari driving lessons. Here's one more rule of the mind. The mind cannot hold conflicting beliefs, and it cannot hold conflicting thoughts. And while you're thinking about what you don't want, you're not thinking about what you do want. But of course, the opposite, while you're focusing on what you want, you can't really focus on what you don't want. There are many more rules of the mind you can find on YouTube, but these are enough for today. This is a new year, a new you. Just talk to your mind like you are the boss. Be the CEO of yourself. Collaborate with your mind better. Dialogue with yourself better, and always focus your mind on what you want, what you require, what you desire. And when you do that, guess what? You can't do the other thing, and we're not doing the other thing anymore. I wish you an amazing 2024. Keep in touch. Let me know how this is working for you. Share it with everybody. See you next time. Check out my next video here.